So the last mechanical thing I need to do to this Honda is right here, steering stem bushing. It's pretty bad. Obviously, that bushing is completely gone, and to replace it, the stem has to come out of the bike. Not too bad because there's just a pitman arm. Let's see if you can see it. Right there. That has to come off. Then the stem should come right out the top of this ATV. So let's get the handlebars off, okay? Get the cover off, we can let it lay back. Get that lower pitman arm off and get that new bushing in. So first things first, let's get these wheels off so it's easier to work on. Now you have the wheel off. I can really show you how the steering works. Very, very interesting. Love all the linkage. That solid front axle. It's just like a truck. And then there's your CV boot in there, which I'm glad it's a CV and not a U-joint. So now we are going to take this lower pitman arm off, which is just this nut and a safety pin. And I believe the sucker's gonna pull straight up once we get the handlebars off. So, crossing my fingers, but not too bad. All right, so we got the caps off of each side, left and right, and now we're gonna view how this thing was put together. That way we don't mess up the orientation of all the routing, because that can be actually a bit of a problem sometimes when you don't pay attention and then things are routed the wrong way and things can rub. So quick note on that. So Honda did me dirty on this, and they ran a wire or a cable through the actual stem right here, and this is one piece. It's welded, so you will have to take out this bolt, which is holding on your brake lever and the reverse pivot, which is right here. And then you can take your cables off and route them through. Again, make sure you remember where they go. You're gonna need a 22 millimeter and probably some form of an impact to get that nut off. Yeah, definitely need the impact. So now, take this off right here. Now that is a beautiful thing right there. Still have grease on the splines, and believe it or not, that pitman arm slid right off. So not being a mud bike that's been sunk a million times, this was still fully greased and really easy to get off. And now I believe we're gonna pull the stem right at the top. Hey. Beautiful. Put that aside so it can't get damaged. So that would be great. And let's see what that bushing looks like. Not great. Something's still there, but barely. So that should be a huge improvement. Let's get it in. Looking at the new seal versus the old seal, I can tell right here, okay, and then right here, that this is the direction that it is going to face, and also there's actually no seal in the bottom, so it would make no sense for it to go any other way but this. So that's your orientation. Got the factory bushing out of there, and it was extremely brittle. It broke almost like glass taking it out. It's on the floor now. But for the new bushing, you definitely want to use lithium grease. Don't put any petroleum grease on a rubber bushing because it'll eventually eat it up with time and harden it. We're gonna pre-lube this, and then I'm actually gonna have to put a little coating on the outside of this bushing. That way when you tap it into the stem, it doesn't mar it or damage it going in. So we're gonna put in like this, put a piece of wood on top, and then tap it in very lightly. Make sure it goes in straight and even. So we got the stem back in. I cleaned the shaft. That goes through the bushing really well. And then same with the lower bearing down here. And I did re-grease that bearing. So we have all new lithium grease throughout the top bushing and the lower bearing. All right, it's fully back together. Nice and tight. Absolutely no play. Almost feels kind of foreign being so tight. That rubber sound is just all the brake lines and cables going through there. But overall, very, very easy job. People kind of complain about this being a hard job, but about an hour of labor, not bad at all. And now, since we have it on the jack, I'm actually going to check front and rear diff fluids, and she'll be ready to ride tomorrow. So if this video helps you, please hit that like button. I always appreciate it, and thanks for watching, guys.